What's up, TGN and Yesh Gamers? Robert the Bruce here, and today we are going to have some console TV missile training. Anyone that's played some Battlefield knows that the TV missile experience on consoles is quite different from PC, and most players struggle with it. I've got 3 tips for you today that will help you become better at watching a TV while you control someone who is watching a TV. So that's why we're all getting dumber. Let's dive in. Point number 1 is oh so obvious, but I've got to mention it. If the enemy is stationary or moving slowly, take the extra time to line up your shot exactly on them. I know, this is like when you're on a date and you know not to talk about ex-girlfriends or check out other ladies, but sadly there are guys out there that still do this. Granted, they're the types of guys that say things like swag, but the point is that I see too many players who just blast off their TV missile without taking the 2 extra seconds to line up an accurate shot. Take your time, plan ahead, you will be a lot more successful in dating and in the battlefield. Point number 2 is probably the most important tip I've got to give you aspiring TV missile masters. Make quick, small adjustments and don't fly the TV missile the way you would fly a jet. Let me explain more fully what I mean. You know those claw games you usually see at the entrance to grocery stores? You move the claw around and then you drop it in to get a prize. Fly the TV missile the way that you controlled the claw. Nobody just started moving the claw all wildly, making turns as fast as they could, and then expected to be lined up perfectly. No, instead you would tap the control stick and quick movements to slightly adjust the position until it was perfect. Fly the TV missile the same way. The main reason that so many players struggle on consoles with this weapon is something called input lag. You move the stick in a direction and it takes a second before the TV missile reacts. The thing you have to realize though is that the missile will ultimately move the full amount of time that you held the stick down. It's just delayed. This leads to players overcompensating their turn, then they panic and try to adjust it back, and they overshoot it that way too. Soon the TV missile is flying off into space to collide with Battlestar Galactica, and let's be honest here, Admiral Adama has enough on his plate already. As you're flying the TV missile, quickly tap the stick in the direction you need it to go, whenever you see that an adjustment is needed. You'll find that you never lose control of the missile, and you're able to guide it into your target with great precision. The third and final point is try and always mark your targets before you fire. It's very easy to lose sight of your targets while you're flying the missile. A clearly highlighted target on your screen takes away the guesswork and lets you focus on flying your missile and doing what you do best, killing bad guys. You may think, oh, I clearly see where that enemy is, and you go ahead and fire. Then all too often you lose sight of them in flight, and because the missiles fly so fast, it is usually too late to recover. So get out there, put these tips into practice, and fly some TV missiles into some enemies. Very quickly you will find your flight skills improving, and soon, the apprentice will become the master. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.